Hello everyone, welcome to this channel, and this is Edifice Tech Range. In this channel we are going to have amazing times together. We are going to, I'm going to give you insight and tips on how to navigate through the complexities in starting your tech journey. I'm going to provide you with the latest insight. We're going to explore the latest updates in this tech field, and we're going to provide you with recruitment and career tips, okay, in this tech field. So this is Edifice Tech Range, where we make your tech journey seamless irrespective of your level as a beginner or you're trying to expand the journey. So we are going to help you in this. So do consider subscribing to this channel and remember to click the bell icon to get more updates. Thank you. Okay, to begin with, I'm going to provide you with 5 tips, okay, 5 tips to help you navigate through this tech space, okay. So these 5 tips will help you as a beginner to navigate through the tech space, irrespective of if you're already in tech or you're just trying to come into this space. Okay, so tip number one is to understand the space. Okay, so most people when they hear tech, first thing that comes to their mind is someone sitting down somewhere with a big screen and multiple screen, trying to code and trying to do different stuff. So that is their mindset when they hear tech. Okay, tech is relating to software engineering, software development, programming, and all that. But that is actually a lesser truth. Okay, tech is beyond that. Tech is beyond software development. Tech is beyond programming. So tech is a space that comprises of different career paths, different professions. So we have software development, obviously we have the data marketing, we have the cyber security, we have the product design, UX UI design, we have that a whole lot, Web3 development and the rest. So the tech space is broad, so it's not limited to software engineering. Okay, and in this channel I'm going to walk you through the different career paths we are going to encounter when starting this journey, and also I'm going to give you tips to help you choose the one that works for you. Okay, so tip number one, to understand the space, that the space is beyond software development or hacking or everything. Okay, so there are many professions in this space. Okay, for tip number two, the tech space is a continuous learning space. Okay, so in this space you can't afford to be stagnant, you can't afford to be backdated. Okay, so you need to always stay updated. Okay, so this space evolves quickly. Okay, so there are new updates, new frameworks, new ways of doing things, new technologies are coming up every day, new innovations are coming up every day. So you need to always stay updated. You need to always follow the trend. Okay, follow the trend, keep yourself updated in tech news, in tech communities and others. So this space, you need to have the mindset of continuous learning. You need to have the mindset of continuously improving yourself. You need to have the mindset of building yourself up. Okay, the technology or the skills 20 years ago is might not be really relevant now. Technology 6 months ago might not be even relevant now. So you need to always keep track of changes. You need to always keep track of advancement and technology changes. Okay, so for you to be able to stay up to date. Okay, so that is tip number two. Follow the trend and continuously update yourself. So for tip number three, it's just for you to start. Okay, I know some of you might be having difficulty. Oh, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to start. I don't know what to actually go. I don't know the career path to actually follow. So my best advice is for you to just choose anything and start anything that you're comfortable with. So in my experience in tech, uh, I noticed that more than 5, 6 years experience in tech, I noticed that the professions or careers in tech are flexible. Okay, you can easily transition from one to another. I've seen someone that transitioned from software, from graphic designer to a software developer. I've seen someone that transitioned from product design to DevOps. I've seen someone that, it's easy to transition. So it's always advisable to start from somewhere. Start with what you are comfortable with. Okay. Start with whatever you are comfortable with. So is the tip number 3 is for you to start somewhere. Okay. Irrespective of you not having a clear roadmap. Okay. You might not be sure. Okay. You can't even be sure now as a beginner. So you can only be sure as you grow in the space. As you grow in the space, the path becomes clearer. Okay, the path, you meet people, you meet network, you meet mentors, and they're going to guide you to the direct path. And obviously this channel also will help you, guide you through your path. But it's always advisable to just start. Okay, and truly, in reality, there's no right time to start. Okay, no best time to start. Most of us will say, I don't have system, I don't have a good laptop, I don't have internet, I don't have light. With your mobile phone, you can actually start something. I see most of this in software engineering. There's this the IDEs code platform where you can just use your phone to try to do one or two. Okay, so not having a good laptop is not doesn't really is not a disadvantage. So with your mobile phone, you can start something. You can start on YouTube. You can register on Udemy and try enroll on courses. So just start somewhere, and at the end of the day, you see yourself grow. So giving yourself 3, 6, 1 year, and you see yourself grow, and the path becomes clearer. Okay, so most of these senior dev or CTOs that you see out there, they all are once like you. Okay, they are all once like you, and they were like, okay, how do I start? But now over the years they've grown. So one thing that is very certain in this space is growth. So when you are consistent, consistency is the key. The moment you are consistent, obviously growth is inevitable. You are going to grow in this space. So the tip number 3 for you is to start somewhere, and start now. Start now, now, now. Tip number four is to, practice whatever you learn. Okay, practice whatever you learn. Okay, so why do you need to practice whatever you learn? I see most people go on YouTube, or they will enroll on Udemy or these online courses, or even physical training course on how to build website, on how to build mobile app, or how to design Figma and the rest. Okay, but at the end of the day, they don't practice. They don't have personal practice time. They just watch the video or listen to the tutor, and they just accept that, oh, since I know how to, I've heard what this person is saying, I understood what this person is saying, that means I automatically know how to do it myself. And when you give them some tasks, they'll be like, oh, I forgot, oh, I know. So not having practical, your own personal practical time, it will affect you. Okay, so having this time to practice whatever you learned, having this time to build your own version of whatever you learned on YouTube, having this time to build your own version of whatever you learned on Udemy will actually help you set you up for success in this space. And the good thing about this is that it will expose you to the errors you're going to meet in future. It will expose you to bugs. It will expose you to technical issues. It will expose you to getting to do things for your own self, getting to solve problems for yourself. And one good thing about every profession in tech is that whatever profession it and whatever career path is, the thing is that they're actually solving one problem or the other. So for you to come into this space, you're actually looking to solve problem or provide solution, or better and faster solution to existing problem. So you having practical time for yourself expose you to all this stuff, expose you to whatever you're going to even see when you get a job. Okay, so always tip number 4 is to have practical time, do whatever you learn, do your own version of whatever you learned. And the good thing about it is, as because you are a beginner, you're just coming to this space. If you check most of these job vacancy or job opening out there, you're going to see, oh, I want 10 years experience, oh, I want 5 years experience, oh, I want 3 years experience. Okay, so nobody is actually putting, oh, I want beginner, or I want first junior. You don't even see that anymore. So how do you have a chance in this space? Those little portfolio, those little projects you've done personally, they will serve as your portfolio. For tip number four is to, practice whatever you learn. Okay, practice whatever you learn. Okay, so why do you need to practice whatever you learn? I see most people go on YouTube, or they will enroll on Udemy or these online courses, or even physical training course on how to, build website, on how to build mobile app, or how to design, Figma and the rest. Okay, but at the end of the day, they don't practice. They don't have personal practice time. They just watch the video or listen to the tutor, and they just accept that, oh, since I know how to, I've heard what this person is saying, I understood what this person is saying, that means I automatically know how to do it myself. And when you give them some tasks, they'll be like, oh, I forgot, oh, I know. So not having practical, your own personal practical time, it will affect you. Okay, so having this time to practice whatever you learn, having this time to build your own version of whatever you learned on YouTube, having this time to build your own version of whatever you learned on Udemy will actually help you, set you up for success in this space. And the good thing about this is that it will expose you to the errors you are going to meet in future. It will expose you to bugs. It will expose you to, technical issues. It will expose you to, getting to do things for your own self, getting to solve problems for yourself. And one good thing about every profession in tech is that whatever profession it, whatever career path is, the thing is that they're actually solving one problem or the other. So for you to come into this space, you're actually looking to solve problem or provide solution, or better and faster solution to existing problem. So you having practical time for yourself expose you to all this stuff, expose you to whatever you're going to even see when you get a job. Okay, so always tip number four is to, have practical time, do whatever you learn, do your own version of whatever you learned. And the good thing about it is, as because you are a beginner, you're just coming to this space. If you check most of these job vacancy or job opening out there, you're going to see, oh, I want 10 years experience, oh, I want 5 years experience, oh, I want 3 years experience. Okay, so nobody is actually putting, oh, I want beginner, or I want uh, first junior. You don't even see that anymore. So how do you have a chance in this space? Those little portfolio, those little projects you've done personally, they will serve as your portfolio. They'll serve as your project that you can showcase. So for tip number five is to join communities. Okay, so you need to join communities, online communities, even communities like your friends and pets. Okay, the truth about it is that there are people in your space that are already in tech. There are friends that are already in tech, but they are just starting, or some of them might not even want you to know, because they are just in the learning phase. But the truth about it is that you learn faster and grow faster when you work with communities. This tech is a is not like an island. Okay, tech is not an island. Okay, you need to collaborate with people. You need to work with teams. You need to work with different people, internal and external teams. So having the mindset of collaboration will actually help you and set you up for success. Okay, so in this space, joining communities, there are different online communities. There are Facebook online communities. You see communities on Facebook, you see communities on LinkedIn, you see communities on, GitHub, you see Stack Overflow. Just start with the Facebook. At least just go to Facebook and you search, depending on which career path you want to go. Let's say you want to do web design, you go web design Facebook group. You see different communities, different group. You want to do mobile app development Facebook group. You want to do cyber security. No, they are there for you. And one thing about these communities is that they are going to help you navigate faster. You're going to see a lot of stuff. You're going to learn a lot of stuff. You're going to learn new updates, new ways of doing things. You're going to see people having issues and how the senior guys help them fix these issues. Okay, it will help you learn it, and you're going to see it beforehand before even you encounter it. You know how to solve it. Okay, so joining communities actually help you. Joining LinkedIn communities. So one thing I was advise you to do is to go online and actually sign up on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is very, very good for tech space. Okay, it will really expose you to a whole lot. You're going to see people building stuff. You're going to see communities. You're going to see connections that can lead to potential collaboration, and you're going to see access to jobs and all that. So get familiar with LinkedIn, go online and sign up on LinkedIn. It will actually help you. So tip number 5, joining communities, networking, you actually set you up for success. Tip number 6 is to stay positive. Stay positive. I know this space is just so vast. Tech is wide, okay, and there are a whole lot, different updates, different news coming up with the rise of AI and ChatGPT and the rest. And you're like, okay, should I go into this? Should I go into that? You just see different things coming up and down. You don't understand. So it's always good to stay positive, stay focused, don't get distracted. So one of the biggest enemy that you might have in this space is yourself. Self-doubt. Oh, am I actually good enough to actually embark on this? Am I actually capable? Will I actually get to this senior level? The truth is, the reality is that most of these people that you see out there that are actually doing well, most of these people that are actually doing well in this space, they all started like you. Okay, we were once confused like you. Okay, so it's always good to stay positive. Don't rush. Don't compete with people that are 5, 10 years ahead of you in this space. Okay, don't rush. Stay focused on your paths. You might use them as we have friends that are already in tech that are doing well. You might just put them as your mentor. Get them to set you up for the right path, give you guidelines and roadmaps on certain things. Okay, but don't compete yourself with them. Okay, grow. Just follow the process, follow the growth pattern. Okay, you see one thing, like I mentioned earlier, one thing that is guaranteed in this space is growth. Okay, you grow with consistency. You grow, just give yourself 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, you see that you're going to grow. So tip number 6, stay positive. Okay, stay positive, stay focused, do away with distraction. So these are the 6 tips that will help you, navigate this space quickly and seamlessly. So in this channel, we are going to have more and more updates coming up, more tips, more different stuff. We are going to have amazing time. So just stay tuned and do consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon, like, and if you have any suggestion, I'm open for improvement. I'm open for suggestion. Okay, once again, this is Edifice Tech Range, and thanks for joining.